Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that came to me during my meditation, as usual. And this was about how what we choose to focus on is what persists in our reality, and how we can shift our perspective in order to see more of what we want to see on our reality. And this was a concept that was introduced to me a long time ago, but it didn't hit right until today, actually. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I've made gratitude something that I practice very frequently, and that practice of gratitude helps elevate my frequency, which allows me to tap into higher frequencies. And if I'm speaking in woo-woo terms to you, let me break it down a little bit scientifically or logically. Essentially, there is so much that's going on around us every single day. We are absorbing so much through our senses, such as hearing and sight and smell, taste, and feeling. So, because there are so many things we are being bombarded with, so many different sensations that we're being bombarded with 24/7, our mind has to filter what comes through and get rid of the rest. And if we've been programmed to view things from the mindset of scarcity, which most of us, pretty much all of us, have been, because that's the way our ancestors survived. That's how they evolved to where we are now, essentially. But we now live in a time where that mindset is not necessary and it's not sustainable. We've long since evolved past that. And because of this, we're having to shift our mindset from that of scarcity to abundance, to recognizing that there is more than enough around us constantly for us to thrive. And in order to start shifting that perspective, one of the ways I highly recommend is focusing on gratitude. Something that has helped me immensely is journaling every day 5 things that I'm grateful for. When I haven't been consistent with that practice, it makes a huge difference. So by being consistent with that practice, I naturally just find the littlest things to be grateful for, and that maintains this higher vibration where suddenly I'm calling in more and more abundance. Another thing I want to share that is kind of like a personal experience with my mentality around abundance is the fact that money is not the only symbol of abundance. Money is a symbol of abundance, but it's not the only symbol of abundance. And I know personally that I struggled with that knowing, or with wrapping my mind around that, because of the fact that I thought, or I was brought up to look at money as the status of wealth, the status of abundance. And it forced me to neglect all of the other symbols that are representative of abundance, such as joy, such as my relationships, such as the home that I live in, the food that I get to eat. There are so many different symbols of abundance, and we tend to be, as a society, we've been programmed to look at money as being the only symbol, as being the most important symbol, and so we're constantly looking at that, and if we don't have enough of it, well, then we stay in that scarcity mindset, and we don't really attract any more of it, not usually. But when we start to focus on the symbols that we do have a lot of, then guess what happens with money? Money starts flowing in a lot more naturally, a lot more easily. By shifting our perspective into recognizing the things around us that are always around us, but by tuning into them, by recognizing that they're there, we then create the abundant lifestyle that each of us desires. So this is really about finding more gratitude in each day, so you're tapped into that higher energy, and then therefore that filter in your mind can start to filter in the abundance around you that it's detecting through all of your senses rather than the scarcity that it's detecting. That's how it is to change your frequency. Science and spirituality actually go hand in hand. So that's really what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you have any more questions about that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to clarify a little bit more, but I wanted to get that out in somewhat of a short video, so those of you that are busy don't have to sit through 20 minutes of me talking about this. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care.